I can see clearly now the horse is gone. I can see all horse carries in my way. Gone are the dark clouds that had me bound. It's gonna be a bright, bright, no horse carry day. Welcome to another episode of The Dissection. Sadly, today, Jimmy Cliff, the man who gave us this beautiful song and many others, has passed away. He's one of the legends who took reggae around the world and took it to the next level. He passed away today at the age of 81. May his soul rest in peace. Thank you, Jimmy Cliff, for all the music which you gave us, which continues to light our lives, our hearts. Reggae fans on this show, watching The Dissection around the world, can you share with us which is your favorite Jimmy Cliff song? I think for me, You Can Get It If You Really Try has to be my number one. Then, this Hoshkari anthem has to be number two, simply because it fits into a lot of what's happening in South Africa right now. We can see clearly now the horse is gone. We can see all the Hoshkaris in our way. So, tomorrow is going to be a big day in South Africa. We finished the G20 and now we're getting back into the Hosh 20 summit at the Kgosi Mampuru prison. And in this episode, I want to preview some of the questions that I think will be important for members of parliament to explore. Now, what's happening tomorrow is truly unprecedented. Members of parliament are going to a maximum security prison on a fact-finding mission to talk to a notorious criminal and to try to get an explanation from him about critical issues which have been raised about Hoshkari behavior. It's significant. I don't think this has ever happened before in the history of South Africa. It's a momentous occasion. And if you think about the nature of the allegations, the gravity of what is happening has to be significant. It's alleged that a cartel, one particular cartel, Big Five cartel, has gone so powerful in South Africa that it has taken control of the Minister of Police, parts of the South African Police Service, along with some judges and magistrates and some high-level players in Hawks, in IPIT, and even in the NPA, in IDEC even. That's the stature of the allegations. This cartel is alleged to be so powerful that it has its hands across various industries. It is involved in arms dealing, drug dealing, car hijacking. It is involved as well in government tenders, including other activities, fraud, money laundering, whatever I mentioned. It seems to be a well-distributed cartel in the extent of the criminal activities that it is involved in. Now, the man whose name shows up in all of the allegations, in all of the Hoshkari behavior, in one shape or form, is none other than Vusi Cat Matlala Manyala. Vusi Matlala is a 49-year-old male who is from Mamelodi Township in Tshwane. He has another identity document from Eswatini where he goes by the name Vusimuzi Dlamini. And the irony in all of this is that we would not be here. We would not be at this point if it was not for his lust. His lust is the reason why we are here. All of this is because of the Hoshkari Maima who decided to break up with him and he couldn't take it. The whole Hoshkari empire exposed because one man in that cartel could not handle a breakup. Even though he has so many other women around him, so many Hoshkari Maimas that he's spending millions on, this one, Tebugo Tobejane, he could not deal with the breakup. And as such, he took the actions that he took, which brought him into the crosshairs of General Mkwanazi and the Gauteng counterintelligence operations, General Dumisani Khumalo, and brought us to this particular moment. Now, Matlala Manyala is currently facing a variety of charges, but he also has a very long history of brushes with the law. He has so many brushes with the law that they should actually put him on a wall of fame, or rather a wall of infamy. Listen to this rap sheet. The man has been in and out of court for the last 25 years. He's so prolific. He was driving the crime stats up single-handedly. One man versus public order. He has been the LeBron James of getting charges withdrawn. He has been the King Von of Mzansi criminality. One man, King Von Matlala. Wetsamanyala. Now listen to some of the charges that he has faced over the years. In the year 2000, possession of suspected stolen property, that was withdrawn. 2000 again, theft of a motor vehicle. This was at Brooklyn Police Station, Silverton Police Station, withdrawn. 2001, he was found guilty of this. Burglary at a residential property. He was found guilty. 2006, cash in transit, not guilty. 2006, theft of a motor vehicle, acquitted. 2006, burglary at a residential property, withdrawn. 2011, theft of a motor vehicle, withdrawn. 2012, common assault, withdrawn. 2012, house robbery, withdrawn. 2012, possession of house-breaking equipment, withdrawn. 2013, house robbery, withdrawn. 2015, carjacking, withdrawn. 2015, possession of stolen goods, withdrawn. 2016, possession of a firearm without a license, impersonation of a police officer, resisting arrest, obstructing or assaulting a police officer, withdrawn. 2018, attempted murder, withdrawn. Now in 2025, we have, I think, 11 charges, main charges being attempted murder, conspiracy to commit murder, money laundering, fraud. These are the ongoing, this is the ongoing case which is happening. So he's a person of interest. One, just how did he get all of these cases withdrawn? But because of the Tembisa Hospital scandal and what we now know. In 2021, Babita Deokaran was killed for blocking payments from Tembisa Hospital to companies owned by the Maumela Syndicate. And I want to remind everyone that Vusi Matlala is the man in prison right now awaiting trial. He's the man who's been denied bail. But he is a part of a bigger syndicate. And that syndicate is the Morgan Maumela, Hangwani Morgan Maumela Syndicate. Matlala is the most discussed name, but the senior business partner in this operation was and is Hangwani Maumela, based on the allegations and the evidence that we have seen before us and the reporting from the media. All of this, of course, is allegedly. Even in the police tender that is worth 360 million, we have heard from the evidence leader, Advocate Chaskalson, that Vusi Matlala was reporting to Hangwani Maumela. He was reporting the payments to Hangwani Maumela. We also know that they are business partners because Cat VIP Security Company had both men as the directors in 2017. So he was reporting to Hangwani about the payments received. Hangwani is the one who appears to have had the political connections to get those tenders approved. You can submit tenders left, right, and center in a government department or whatever. You're not going to necessarily get approved. You can talk to these people. You're not going to get approved. You need to have connections within the system so that your company that you registered actually gets that award. You can go and talk to people, whatever, but that doesn't mean you're going to get it. There has to be other elements which allow for you to get the preferential treatment. Now we know that Mboneni Maumela, Hangwani's mother, was working at the Limpopo Department of Health for over 20 years, and she occupied a senior position in the Limpopo Department of Health. We also know that she went to high school with the president and I think also the president's younger brother. We know that Hangwani Morgan Maumela is a relative of Cyril Ramaphosa through marriage because his aunt was married to President Ramaphosa long ago in the 70s, right? We know all of these things. That could be the source of the political connections. He is a neighbor to many people. In fact, he is the good neighbor, Hangwani Maumela, and we must not forget that part. So he seems to be the senior, and Vusi Matlala seems to be the junior, the guy who was there to act in a role of enforcer and front. He would take people out who were blocking administrative approval, and this is where he links in with the Babita Deokaran murder, and he could be one of the people who was involved in that. And he also would register a plethora of companies that would then apply for these government contracts. And now we know the contracts that he was competing for, Hangwani Maumela was following up and asking about those contracts, and he was getting report backs about payments. We know that he has also been called John Wick by Brown Mkhosi, the serial killer, the King Von of Mamelodi, who killed multiple members of the Boko Haram gang in Tshwane and even got a song, a Namapiano song, that basically was talking about him without necessarily saying we're talking about him. Whether or not he will admit to being John Wick, that's something that needs to be determined, and we will see tomorrow. Now, one of the questions I'm asking myself is, what value will we get from his testimony? Is he a reliable witness. What is the state of mind of Vusi Matlala right now? Is he angry? Is he agitated? Does he want to spill the beans, or does he want to protect his cabal? And we know that in the mafia and in cartels in general, you don't get out of the cartel. You don't get out of the mafia. And oftentimes, if you try to, they will take you out. So prison is an environment where it's very easy to get eliminated. Is he going to be able to provide any information that is valuable to the commission? How cooperative will he be? That's something that I think we have to ask ourselves. He seemed to be frustrated when he was messaging Brown Mokgotsi that his tender was cancelled, that people were turning on him, etc. But is that anger and frustration sufficient? Is he of the view that he can still beat this case? Does he have the mindset that he can confuse South Africa and the world and once again be the cat who escaped accountability for decades? What is his mind state? We'll see obviously tomorrow. And we have to bear in mind, criminals lie daily in the course of their business. We've already heard the prolific lies told by the professional liar Brown Mokgotsi. We've also heard the polished and equally prolific lies being told by the muscles from Richards Bay, James Stewart Shanek. All of these guys have been lying left, right, and center. Legend building, as they call it. The interesting thing that will mitigate some of the lies that Vusi could try to tell is that Witness C has already played the commission, the Matlala Commission, voice recordings. Obviously, now we know the Matlala Commission also has messages that came from his phone to various people, including Hangwani Morgan Maumela, his supervisor in the Maumela cartel. So we know that, right? So he may not have a lot of room to mislead, and we actually don't know how much actually now the members of parliament themselves may have in terms of have they been made privy of some of these things that that the commission has. But obviously, they would at least know what Advocate Chaskalson revealed, right? On the day of arrest, there were a lot of things that were recorded when they arrested him when he was coming back, or according to him, from the former National Police Commissioner's house, Ria Pieja. We've seen extensive reporting on certain key issues of fact, which will make it difficult for him to actually lie to the public and to members of parliament. So he may try, but we have a body of knowledge now that will create some guardrails and will allow us to ascertain the veracity of his account. And we have amazing shows like The Dissection, SMWX, which are going to come and dissect, cut it to the bone. We're going to cut it to the bone. We're going to get into the zone and get to the bottom of the horse curry. We're going to distill till everything is clear. We're going to titrate till everything is clear. By the way, have you subscribed? Check. Not subscribing is horse curry behavior. We're aiming for 130,000 subscribers by the end of November, and November is about to end. So it's free. It's free mahala till 2039 or what? Till 3025. Let's keep it free till 3025. You got 100-year free subscription from me. Mahala. Freemium. Mahala. Huh? Free 99. Subscribe today. Subscribe. Now, 50 Cent once asked Megan Good 21 questions. Girl, you seem to love me now. So let's think through the main questions that members of parliament should put to Vusi Matlala to get to the bottom of everything that's going on. So some of the questions I would want asked, and I've got 21. Some of them have got sub-questions. I'm going to read them fast so that we don't make this episode too long. The main action is tomorrow. But here are the questions. Number 1, what is his relationship with Hangwani Morgan Maumela? When did they meet? What is the nature of their business partnership? Why was he messaging him about the South African Police Service tender? Number 2, what is his relationship with Shadrack Sibia? How did he meet Shadrack Sibia? Who is Mswazi? Did he make payments to Shadrack Sibia, including buying him impalas and contributing to his son's wedding? What are the other police officers that he had made deals and payments to, and what were they for? Has he ever been to the White House Hotel? Number 3, what is his relationship with former National Police Commissioner Ria Pierre? Number 4, what is his relationship with Katiso Molefe? Number 5, what is his relationship with Senzo Mchunu? Number 6, what is his relationship with Brown Mokgotsi? Number 7, what is his relationship with Benjani Chauke? Number 8, what is his relationship with Begitele? Number 9, how did he come to know about the police tender? Why did he rent a clinic from the Department of Public Works and Infrastructure 6 months before the tender? What is his experience in healthcare screening? Number 10, how did he get the tenders at Tembisa Hospital? Number 11, how did he get a cell phone in prison? Sub-question around that, what did he make of the press conference when he was watching it on that cell phone of his? I love drama, so I gotta add that one in. What does he think of General Mkhwanazi? What does he think of General Dumisani Khumalo? Does he know them? These are all part of number 11. That's cell phone question. What does he think about the cell phone policy in prisons? Is he like, what's the name of the other guy there? Who was demanding a laptop with Nandi? What's the name? Tabo Besta. Does he have the same opinion as Tabo Besta that cell phones and laptops should be freely available for people like him in prison so that they can run their companies? What does he think about that? Right. Number 12. What happened to Jerry Bushoka, the kidnapped businessman? Were they business partners? What led to his kidnapping? Where is Jerry Bushoka now? Number 13. What is the nature of the business of his security company? What kind of clients has he served? Who are those particular clients? Number 14. What is his role in the taxi industry? What fight did he or his client have with Joe Sibanyoni? Number 15. Why does he have multiple identity documents? Is he from Eswatini or is that a fraudulent document? What business was he doing in Eswatini and in Lesotho? Does he know the leadership of Eswatini and Lesotho? What is his role in the mining industry and that side of the world? Right. That deals with the identity documents. Number 16. What is his role in gang activities in Tshwane? What can he tell the parliamentary committee? What can he tell South Africa about gang activities in Tshwane? Number 17. Does he know John Wick? Number 18. Is he John Wick? Would he tell us if he was John Wick, considering that the person who is John Wick will have to face charges of murder, serial killer charges? Number 19. Does he regret meeting Tebogo Tobejane, the yellow bones that collapsed his whole empire? They have to ask him, right? They have to ask him. And by the way, at some point, she will come and nail these people because she has a lot of information. I think it's something commendable that she's decided to be a whistleblower. Obviously, these people tried to take her out. It's no love lost anymore. It's no love lost. It's no love lost. So does he regret meeting her? Does he regret the horse-carry behavior that took him to prison? Number 20. This is a very important question. How did he get Cyril Ramaphosa's identity documents? How did he get them? What does he know about those documents? What is his intention in sharing those documents? And number 21, does he know President Cyril Ramaphosa? Bonus question. Is there a Big Five cartel? This is just to test his honesty because those who are saying, no, there's no cartel. There's no cartel. I don't believe them. I don't trust them. So those are my 21 questions. I think I may have missed some important questions. So if you want to ask, what would you ask? Maybe some members of parliament will watch this video before they go in to the session. So what 21 questions would you ask Vusi Matlala Manyala if you could ask him at close range? Tell us. Tell us what questions you'd ask. Let's meet in the comment section. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Now, for those of you who don't like the singing, I'm going to give you a closing poem. I can see clearly now the horse is gone. I can see all the horse carries in my way. Gone are the dark clouds that had me bound. It's going to be a bright, no horse carry day.